When a true genius appears, you can know him by the sign, that all the dunces are in a confederacy against him. We have enough religion to make us hate, but not enough to make us love one another. Every day is an opportunity to make a new happy ending. May you live all the days of your life. Vision is the art of seeing things invisible. We are so fond on one another because our ailments are the same. The best doctors in the world are Dr. Diet, Dr. Quiet, and Dr. Merriman. Difference in opinions has cost many millions of lives. For instance, whether flesh be bread, or bread be flesh, whether the juice of a certain berry be blood or wine. When a great genius appears in the world, you may know him by the sign, that the dunces are all in confederacy against him. Every man desires to live long, but no man wishes to be old, no wise man ever wished to be younger. If a man makes me keep my distance, the comfort is, he keeps his at the same time. Some men, under the notion of weeding out prejudice, eradicate virtue, honesty, and religion. Good manners is the art of making people comfortable. Whoever makes the fewest people uncomfortable has the best manners. A soldier is a Yahoo hired to kill in cold blood as many of his own species, who have never offended him, as possibly he can. A wife should be always a reasonable and agreeable companion, because she cannot always be young. Coffee makes us severe, and grave, and philosophical. The stoical scheme of supplying our wants by lopping off our desires, is like cutting off our feet, when we want shoes. Proper words in proper places make the true definition of style. Readers may be divided into three classes, the superficial, the ignorant, and the learned, and I have with much felicity fitted my pen to the genius and advantage of each. Books, like men their authors, have no more than one way of coming into the world, but there are 10,000 to go out of it, and return no man was ever so completely skilled in the conduct of life, as not to receive new information from age and experience. The power of fortune is confessed only by the miserable, for the happy impute all their success to prudence or merit. It is impossible that anything so natural, so necessary, and so universal as death, should ever have been designed by Providence as an evil to mankind. Nothing is so hard for those who abound in riches as to conceive how others can be in want. Invention is the talent of youth, as judgment is of age. Satire is a sort of glass wherein beholders do generally discover everybody's face but their own. Leagues, till we were able to work no longer, being already spent with labor while we were in the ship. A wise man is never less alone than when he is alone. Power is no blessing in itself, except when it is used to protect the innocent. Proper words in proper places make the true definition of style. When people are met together, a short silence does much improve conversation. Live every day as your last, because one of these days, it will be. The worthiest people are the most injured by slander, as is the best fruit which the birds have been pecking at. There is no absolute success in the world, only constant progress. You should never be ashamed to admit you have been wrong. It only proves you are wiser today than yesterday. Happiness is the perpetual possession of being well deceived. When a great genius appears in the world, you may know him by the sign, that the dunces are all in confederacy against him. We have just enough religion to make us hate, but not enough to make us love one another. I never wonder to see men wicked, but I often wonder to see them not ashamed. The latter part of a wise person's life is occupied with curing the follies, prejudices and false opinions they contracted earlier. Laws are like cobwebs, which may catch small flies, but let wasps and hornets break through. As love without esteem is capricious and volatile, esteem without love is languid and cold. Punning is a talent which no man affects to despise but he that is without it. Some men, under the notion of weeding out prejudice, eradicate virtue, honesty, and religion. Undoubtedly, philosophers are in the right when they tell us that nothing is great or little otherwise than by comparison.